Welcome to Armchair Safari. This is the daily design show where we try to become better designers by deconstructing design we find online to figure out what we should be thinking about when we're doing our work. So today we're learning from George V Design on X, and he's given us this really interesting macOS widget for Apple Weather. And before we start, I just want to say that the framing of this presentation is absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's look at it. Yeah, no, that is just absolutely amazing. So what's good about this? The framing of this is fantastic. So you know exactly what you're looking at here. It's a MacBook, and you have lovely shading here. You have some really nice background gradient here. But the video zooms in on the Mac, showing you clearly that this is the Mac. We're coming into the control menu, the control bar. Then the mouse comes in, so we know that what we're looking at is a mouse hovering. Really good narrative. And then when it hovers this icon, the weather icon, it highlights uh, both the icon highlights and on the background it actually highlights. So it's a double-sided highlight for some reason. And then we have this like nice little drop down that looks similar to a dynamic island, only it's transparent and has this glow to it. So I think it's a little bit weird, but who knows how many iterations George went through to make this. Maybe this was the best one. Anyway, you can hover it, and when you click it, it shrinks a little bit, so you can see that you clicked it. And then you drag it out, it does this gooey transform, so it becomes a droplet that you pull out, and then as exactly when you pull it out, he switches the camera angle, so we don't actually know what the goop effect was. We just see the switch right there in the animation. It's a beautiful continuation between the two shots. Very, very good stuff. And it becomes a pill, and it's translucent as he's carrying it around with a mouse. And when he drops it onto the dash, oh, look at that. Actually, I did not see that. Look at this. Boom. So not only does it expand to fill the view, but he also contracts the screen on the video. So it's a double like woof effect. Really, really cool effect. And the first thing we see is some snow falling down. And as that disappears, there's also some rain coming down here. So it's just an absolutely gorgeous transition for an absolutely beautiful widget. It is incredible in its simplicity because it's basically reusing Apple's design language with additional translucency, additional animation effects. It's a really, really nice, really nice widget, really nice work. I do kind of wonder why it has a drop shadow when he's released it on the dash. That's a bit of an odd choice for me. Maybe that's actually what widgets on macOS do. I haven't actually tried the latest version yet, so I don't know. Um, if not, I would probably have, since this has the same background as the control menu, the control bar, I would probably do the same thing with the widget and just let it lie on top of it without any drop shadow, so there's no depth effect to it. Maybe George tried that and it didn't work out. Who knows? Is there anything else that is weird about this or in any way bad? So first off, the video and the presentation here is incredible. The design itself is so simple that you just know it totally works. This is exactly the type of design that is usually the thing that actually works for the end user. But when you look at it as a static image, it looks a little bit boring, which is why George put so much time into presenting this in the context, feeling the full flow of like, no, 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 these are the animations. This is what it would feel like to use it. And he did a really good job because it looks absolutely spectacular. This is something that I need to get better at as a designer as well, just presenting my stuff with that context so the magic isn't lost, because a lot of really good design just looks kind of boring and placeholdery when it's just static, because that's just the nature of good design. Good design is usually something you don't think about. It's just a little bit boring. Um, yeah, that is just incredibly beautiful. I would love to know what he actually made this in. It would be pretty cool. But yeah, so is there anything else that is bad about this? I mean, he's using these weird units. We should be using metric. But I guess that's an opinion. No, I don't think there's anything bad to say about this. I think we're learning a lot about narrative and a lot about using animations to guide the attention of the user from this. And I've already hinted at it, but the most important thing we look at is, does this work for the end user? And I think this totally works. Both the design and the presentation, I think, really work for the context they're going to be used in. So well done, George. Thank you so much for sharing this with us and letting us learn from your stuff. And to everybody watching, I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye bye.